everybody and welcome to today's video. So we're into spring 2022. It's the beginning of April, or a few days into April anyway. And today I received a little package through the post. Wasn't expecting any parcels, I haven't ordered anything. Then I realised once I'd opened up the package, there was a little note inside, and here's the package here. So it's a large letter size, and I'll just get the note out and I'll show you who it's from. So this is a plant parcel. So I'm just going to apologise for the really crude filming here. It's just going to be quite a short video. So here's the card. Hi Claire, hope you're okay. Missing your videos. Love, Magda. So I knew instantly this is from Magda of Succulenty Cactusy here on YouTube, who has a YouTube channel. And if I can, I'll put a link up above to her channel where you can check out her videos on cactus and succulent plants. So yeah, I was really surprised to see this. It just was completely out of the blue. So I thought it was a really sweet little gift. So I didn't actually open it any further because I had to go out. So we're going to open it together now. So this is just me wondering what this piece of plant here is. So look at that. A little leaf that's dropped off there, or a segment. Oh, what's this? Okay, so look, we've got some seeds here. Wow. Oh my goodness, Magda, I was not expecting this. So wow, we've got Gymnocalcium gibosum variation nigrum, Gymnocalcium glaucum samblas. Wow. I'm really looking forward to sowing some Gymnocalcium. Gymnocalcium delati, and that will probably be where it's from. Perhaps north of La Vina. So look how tiny those ones are. Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you so much, Magda. That's wonderful. So let's have a look at this little plant gift that we've got here. I think this is a little wrapped up plant. Just trying to do this one-handed. Ooh. Wow, little cuttings. Rat tail cactus and Ripsalis. Is that crispata? Wow, thank you, Magda. That's lovely. That actually looks quite similar to the Ripsalis that I've got in my hanging basket, which I'll show you in a moment. And then we've got the rat tail cactus. So I've got one that's similar to this as well. So that'll be exciting to try and grow this from a cutting. And they should usually root quite easily, these kinds of cactus. If you just leave them on the surface of your pot, amongst the rest of your plants, they just take root really quickly. That's happened with quite a few of the stems that have dropped off of mine before. And then these ones, you can just stick these in a jar of water, and then the roots will just start to send out from these parts here. So really easy to do, and they won't rot if you keep them in the water, because these are epiphytic cactus. They're used to the extra humidity that a desert cactus wouldn't be. So you can easily put those into water. Or if you don't like that idea, you can just stick them into damp compost or any rooting medium, anything that's wet really. Clay granules, molar clay, cocoa coir, compost, soil, vermiculite. As long as it's damp and it remains damp for some time, it will start to root, and then you can pot it up into its permanent medium. So let's take this across to the one on my hanging basket and we'll compare the segments of leaves here. So this is my Ripsalis here, which featured actually in an unveiling video that I did a little while back now, where I bought lots of cactus plants from the high street shop Wilco, and it featured in that video. So I'll try and put a link to that video where you can see where I showed you this. and it had lots of care tips on how to look after this kind of cactus. So this is an epiphytic cactus. They grow in the jungles or dry or humid forests, and they hang off of the branches of other trees. They independently survive, so they're not parasitic. They just live off the decaying matter and take root into rocks or crevices amongst the branches and cliff edges. So let's get a close-up of this. And actually, by the way, this one came into flower a couple of weeks back. I did take some photos, not very good ones, but I'll try and add those to the video to show you. So if we compare the plants, you can see this one on the left is from Magda, and this one here is part of my actual hanging pot plant. So you can see how similar they are. And you can see here the lush green new growth that you get. It's very bright green and soft and shiny. So I've had lots of new growths this year, especially towards the end of the winter time, started to kick into growth as well. So then if we move on to this rat tail cutting that Magda's given me, we'll compare it to an Cactus that I've got hanging up in another hanging basket. So there's the cutting on the left hand side and next to my hanging plants. You can see how similar they are. But you can see that they do look quite different. So that'll be exciting to have a go at rooting this one. Okay, so I've popped those back in there. And then I thought that was everything in the packet, but no, there's another piece here and there's some more underneath. So let's take a look at the rest of this. Oh, wow. Ripsalis paradoxa major and Ripsalis macrantha. Oh, wow. So that's what that little tiny leaf piece was here that I had. I wondered why that looked different. So that actually goes in here. Oh, fantastic. Wow, thanks, Magda. That's amazing because I do have Ripsalis paradoxa. I actually think the ones that I've got, and I've got a couple of them from different sellers, and I think that they're actually the minor, which is the smaller, thinner segment pieces, whereas these are quite chubbier and a lot wider. I hope this one survives, and I hope I can get it to root. What a lovely little cutting. It's nice to see one up close as well because I can really see the difference in the flesh between this and the other ones I've got. So let's compare those with my other hanging Ripsalis paradoxa. So wow, thank you, Magda. That's fantastic. So if you look hanging up in the window, that's my Ripsalis paradoxa. And just there you can see here actually, this is coming to bud again. So this is the one that likes to lay down all the time, my mammillaria. So that's coming to bud again this year for the second time ever. So I'm really pleased about that. But let's go back to the Ripsalis. So you can see how thin and long those segments are. So apologies for the poor lighting, but I can't get to the back of the window. But if I hold the cutting next to it, you can just about see the differences. So the stems on my one are quite long and thin compared to this one. And this one in my pot's grown quite a lot because I only bought it as about 3 stem pieces and it's grown loads. And then up here on my very, very topmost shelf, I've got another Ripsalis paradoxa. And that's similar to the one that I've just shown you. So that's thinner as well. And then here we have those little segments of the Ripsalis macrantha. So I'll pop all those, I think I'll pop those into damp medium and just pop them in the pot like that into little pieces because these are going to be hard to stand in water. I think it'll just be easier that way. So you'll know which way to put them in because you'll see here where they've been broken off. So you can see at the base there where they've been snapped off of the main plant. So those are the parts you pop into the water or your rooting medium. And then you can see how different they are at the top there. So it's not very hard to get these round the wrong way. So once again, I just want to say a very big thank you to Magda, because I wasn't expecting this at all, and it was such a surprise to receive this, and it's such a sweet little gift. So thank you very much, Magda, and I'll try and show you an update on these if they do root, and I'll try to sow the seeds this spring because I've got so many seeds to sow that I haven't got round to doing yet. So thank you so much for watching, everybody, and if you like my videos, do consider subscribing to my channel, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Cactus Cove channel. So thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.